Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. I've been busy in the shop making this here doohickey. It's been cold. It's been down in the zero in the single digits in the mornings. That's just that's crazy for Middle Tennessee here. But I got a new heater because my other one crapped out. Let me tell you something about this heater. So this is the DeWalt heater. I paid too much money for it. It's like 290 bucks. But what a stupid design. Putting the fuel thing right there and putting the gauge right there where you can't read it. How ridiculous. So I had to get a funnel and put a piece of tubing on the end of it, and I put a little piece of MIG wire there, so I stick the tubing through there. It goes into the hole, and the funnel's held up there, so I can pour a thing in there. It does hold 6 gallons, so that's kind of sweet, but seriously, who thought of that? And they made this little jog right there. They could have just made this come out straight and the filler would be right there. I mean, why did they do that? Anyway, sorry. I also made that. This is a little battery box, and inside that battery box will go these batteries right there at some point. And I got some little thin, like foam, just some thin foam to keep those batteries from touching the metal sides of the box here. And then I got like a big thick piece that goes on top of them, about an inch or so thick. On the inside of this box, I will mount, it's called a battery cell equalizer. I'll get more into that later, but I'm going to mount that to the bottom of this so it will be out of sight. The whole idea of this is that it's weatherproof. Now the tractor itself is going to have sides and a hood, of course, so it'll be fairly weatherproof anyway, but I want to try and make it a little bit more. So yeah, but anyway, that's my little battery mount. Of course, that fits in there. Let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like. And there it is, all installed. And got my little brackets down there. Wish I had a CNC plasma table. It'd make it easier making those little brackets, but it just mounts there on the front, and of course down there on the sides. And I've stood on this thing, and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. And I've managed to get it level this way. It's tilting forward a little bit, about 1 degree or something, and then it's off center by about 1/8 of an inch that way. I can live with all that. So that's pretty sweet. And tell you what, let's put the motors in and see what that looks like. And there we go. That looks pretty sweet, I think. I'm not sure how I'm going to orient these battery terminals yet. I may have them point down, then just access them from the bottom if I need to. I don't know. But you know, that's a very, very simple problem for another time. And yeah, what else? Let's check out what it looks like with the battery box in there. And there we go. One thing I don't like, that it's a fine time to come to this decision now, but this little frame around here is way too tight on this battery box. I think what I'm going to do is, I kind of don't like the way it looks. This lip right here is about 1/2 inch. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come and I'm going to draw a line all the way around here, and I'm going to cut this down to about 1/2 inch above. And I kind of originally thought that I would weld this box into this frame, and then it would just come off as an assembly. But I think if I cut this down, it'll make this box easier to get in and out of. And what I may end up doing is just put some, like, I don't know, some cool looking eye bolts or something, like weld a little flange here with a tab on it or something, and use bolts to hold it down into this frame. And then if I ever needed to service the battery, this battery is going to weigh about 50 pounds, so it's not like it's going to be something I'm going to lift in and out of there a lot. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of having that battery removable if I need to. Perhaps I could make like a little like a jig or a lifting assembly that I could just, you know, reuse these bolts and then use that to lift this thing up and out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to weld that in there. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool. It looks good. There's tons and tons of room to the top of the hood, so that's not a issue at all. And plenty of access here in the front to get to the belts. Plenty of room back here for components. I could mount anything anywhere really. So lots and lots of room. Alrighty, well that is it for now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.